So, you want to design and create great thumbnails, but can't afford Photoshop. Or maybe you just hate Adobe and want to move away from them. Don't worry, because here are 3 of the best Photoshop alternatives that perform just as well, if not even better. Number 1, we have Affinity Photo 2. This is probably the best Photoshop alternative available right now, and that is because it offers a lot of the same features that Photoshop has. To get in more detail, let's talk about the pros of this software. One of the biggest upsides of using Affinity Photo is the price. At the time of recording this video, Affinity Photo 2 offers a 6-month free trial or a discounted one-time payment of 37.49 euros, which is pretty convenient compared to Photoshop's monthly subscription payment. They also have an add-on marketplace where you can buy extras like packs with hundreds of brushes, overlays, effects and more. It is designed to be similar to Photoshop in a way. Most of the shortcuts are the same as Photoshop, and with a little bit of modification you can get the program's layout to look almost exactly like Photoshop's. The cons of Affinity Photo would be that if you love AI and actively use it, then well, there are no generative tools in Affinity Photo. Other than that, I don't really see any significant cons in Affinity Photo. It's excellent for its price. Now, if you are looking for a more simpler alternative which costs completely nothing, let me introduce you to number 2, GIMP. GIMP has been a well-known open source alternative to Photoshop for a long time. Now, I have used this program before and I have to say that it can do the job good enough. The program has plenty of tutorials available online and you can learn how to use it in not that long of a time. But can you make good thumbnails in GIMP despite it being completely free? Well, you know what they say, it's not the kitchen that makes great food, it's the chef. So the pros of GIMP is that it's completely free and it doesn't take too much space on your computer. It also has a pretty active community behind it, and there are plenty of plugins you can install to extend the features of the software. It is also fairly good for a free software. Now onto the cons of GIMP. The UI is not the most beautiful thing in the world, and also if you come straight from Photoshop, you might be surprised that doing some things in GIMP just take a few extra steps. The whole program is a bit slow and there's also not that many features as Affinity Photo or Photoshop. Then we have number 3, Krita. Krita is supposed to be more of a painting program, but it's actually surprisingly good software to make thumbnails in. Just like GIMP, it is open source and completely free to use. It also offers a large variety of tools and features. When you first open up Krita, it actually seems really professional for an open source program. The layout here is similar to Photoshop's and it sets a good first impression right away. The pros of Krita is that it's also completely free. It has all the features you could ever need for making a YouTube thumbnail and it can be learned pretty fast. The cons are that there is no AI once again, but that's not that much of a deal breaker. Now, so far it might sound better than the 2 other programs mentioned in this list, but Krita has a much smaller community behind it, so there could be less tutorials available online. Other than that, it's pretty good.